Hello, good afternoon. Today I will be wearing mask and I will speak about some interesting topics. And here it is me and my friend. His name is Arul. We are driving from Kuala Lumpur to Ipoh. So, in these 2 hours, me and Arul we will try to talk about the gravity. So, Arul is driving the car 110 kilometer per hour, which means that about 30 meter or 30 meter plus something per second. Why Arul he always keep pushing the gas, because when he takes off his leg from the gas, the car will stop driving. Car will stop going. So again the question is here, why it will not just flowing by itself? Because of gravity and atmosphere, is it? Yeah. What is the gravity? But the every physical objects which has a mass to itself, they will pull to each other. For example, me, I'm physical object, and this mobile phone which I'm holding in my hand is also the physical objects. These two physical objects, they will pull to each other, but we not touch to each other by itself, because something more heavy than us, which is earth, is pulling us. So as we said, the two physical objects, they are pulling each other. So if like this, why the moon doesn't come and hit to the earth? So we come back to this a little bit later. Moon also by itself, it has gravity, that it turned the angle of the earth 45 degree, which because of that we have different seasons. And also which we can see the waves in the oceans, because the effect of the gravity of the moon makes our climate is different as we used to have now. If we didn't have the moon, so we didn't have maybe season, we didn't have maybe the difference of the time changing to some continents. So here it is, the moon and the earth together, the sun with its own gravity is pulling us with another 8 planets, because the sun, it's more heavier, it has more mass, it's more supermassive than other objects, because it has more energy. Whatever it has a big energy, more energy, they are more massive and they pull us. But it doesn't depend on the size. Yeah, our sun is bigger, but it doesn't mean that it's all the big objects, they're massive. Imagine like 1 kg of the cotton and 1 kg of the iron. They are same 1 kg, but when we see, one is bigger, one is smaller. So same thing like that. But when we speak about the gravity, which we said we didn't have a parents, the gravity same time will influence to the space. It can be squeeze it can be turn it, the space, by the gravity, or gravity influence to the space. Something like if you're playing the billiard table is the heart, so that you can control, and then by your hitting of the one ball, you can hit the other ball. But when we talk about the space, imagine the table become a soft, and then the heavier object would pull the space, that another smaller object, smaller massive, the objects around it would just keep spinning until it go in touch. We never know, one day our earth will reach to the sun or not, but it's it's a matter of the time. So however it is, the characteristic of the space I could not find in any other information source. So I come to encyclopedia, which we call it Quran. Every topics it talks about. So in the surah of Anbiya, which translation is prophets, the ayat number 33, it talks about the God who created the moon, sun, day and night. He made all flow or swim in the space. So most probably we are saying like the fish will not feel himself in the sea like fish is swimming in the sea. We know that because we are living in different atmosphere. Perhaps fish doesn't know what is different between the water and the air what we have. So same thing, one day maybe we will know that the characteristic of the space is something like what we are in atmosphere, and then there is different, but for today it's still unknown. Okay, the another thing is, maybe some of you already watched in some videos or in the TV that people who is people who is in the space station in a satellite, they are always they have zero gravity. Let me explain about it. Well, if you can build a building which could reach 500 kilometer like as a the height of the space station, you could step like what you are stepping now in the earth. There is no different. The thing is, the space station is almost falling down, but because there is no atmosphere, it can turn around the earth is fast. It's around 28 kilometer per second. It's quite fast, so it's like they're always falling down. So that's why it's effect of the zero gravity. And the other thing, how the human is went far. There is a satellite who sent first to Jupiter and then learn another objects in the space. It's a Voyager first and Voyager second, which is first which start from the Earth, and then with the gravity of the Jupiter, the speed of the Voyager become faster, and then now in the last 40 plus years, it already out from the heliosphere around the solar system. Learn something new. Don't waste your time. Stay safe. Bye bye.